So as part of this video, one of the things that I would like to show you is kind of the coming together of my two passions, and that's of course flying and photography. So, as part of this flight, this was one of the first times when I actually had a chance to go up with my DSLR and snap pictures as a pic of my own flight. I've done it before, but for some reason my pictures weren't coming out quite as sharp as I needed them to be. I was still kind of learning what it's like to kind of contour myself inside the airplane, making sure that I'm not touching any of the vibrating doors, windows, or anything along those lines to make sure that my pictures are still coming out nice and sharp. So finally, I kind of put it all together, and this is going to be a video of a flight. Of one of those flights where I had an awesome time taking pictures of, to be perfectly honest with you, what I consider to be one of the most photogenic cities in the world, and that, of course, is San Francisco. A lot of people, I'm sure, are going to argue with me. Um, Before I show you the video, one of the things that I'd like to show you is just kind of like my little history of, aviation and photography kind of coming together. For about 15 years now, as soon as the DSLRs came out, DSLR cameras came out, and I was never really a film guy. I was always out trying to find that perfect spotting location to take pictures of airplanes, and this is just one of those hobbies that if you don't understand what it is, what it's all about, I think a lot of people start kind of looking a little crooked at you and say, "Hey, I'm not quite sure what this is all about. Why are you taking pictures of all these airplanes?" But spotting actually is huge around the world, and there's a lot of different websites that promote spotting, promotes aviation through taking pictures of airplanes and things of that nature. And here are some of the pictures that I've taken kind of throughout the last decade, if not decade and a half. Here we go. Let me go ahead and show you a quick preview. This is a shot of a Turkish Air, and this kind of goes back again. This picture is about 12 years old, actually. This is a shot of a Turkish Airlines 737 in Moscow Sheremetyevo Airport. This is a friend of mine actually loaned me his. It was a Sony DSLR at the time with a really nice crisp zoom lens, and I'm sitting there in my, I think it was a Delta or Aeroflot flight, waiting to take off, and there's that airplane, the Turkish Airlines. So I snapped a picture of it and put it through a first edit, and it just kind of made its way onto airliners.net. Right here in the bottom right hand corner, it's one of the websites that actually hosts a lot, millions and millions of pictures of different types, of all kinds of different types of aircraft. This is my, I don't even know what to call it. This is kind of a jewel in, I don't want to say my crown because I've never really sold pictures or anything like that. But this is let me just go ahead and say it. This is the jewel in my crown. This is a black yak at takeoff, pictured at Petaluma Airport about 11 years ago. And just everything about this picture just absolutely is just, I love it. The sharpness came out just right, the motion depicted in the aircraft, how the gear is coming up one at a time. It's a great shot. And I remember taking this picture, just kind of seeing this airplane taxiing out on the runway, running from my car, grabbing my lens, my camera, and just kind of snapping as it went by me. Uh, and I just remember once I pulled them up and looked at them, I was just, oh man, I fell in love. Um, this is I thought it was kind of a great shot of a 747. This is an airplane that is about to hide behind these trees that you see here in the foreground because it's landing on the runway that's behind these trees. So it kind of gives you an idea of the mass of a 747-400 as it's coming into land. And this picture was taken in Orlando when we were at just one of the conferences that I traveled there for work. Ladybird is the airplane. This was taken at the In-N-Out famous spotting location at LAX. Just a great example of how close these airplanes come to you. This wasn't a fisheye lens, but this is about a 22, 24 millimeter shot. These guys are right on top of you. And of course, the Southwest 737 is really nicely lighted, just with the sun straight behind me. It's hitting the nose, it's hitting the engines. Looks really beautiful. Um, American Airlines, the old livery is still my favorite livery. Just the three dimensionality of the livery, just the way it looks when it's in the sky or when it's in the background, when it's opposed to the background. It's really nice. And this shot was taken in Las Vegas. I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Um, Great Imperial Hill location at LAX for spotting China cargo. Taking off 737, straight in front of you, and the lighting at that location is always really good. Of course, the absolute best spotting is in the Caribbean, Maho Beach and St. Martin. This is a Delta 757 coming in for a landing, but of course you have the 747s from KLM, the A340s from Air France, just coming in to land straight over this crowd, and it's one of the best. It's actually kind of a tiny beach, but the water, of course, is your typical Caribbean turquoise, warm, beautiful water. And the beach itself is pretty small, but it's always there's a ton of people on it and really great atmosphere to take pictures from. Um, this is one of my last uploads to airliners, and here I finally got a chance to just kind of play around with the settings of the camera. It's really not that difficult at the end of the day, but as the airplanes are kind of coming and going, you tend to just kind of take pictures and move on. And in this case, I stopped. I held the camera, I adjusted my settings, and I finally got that prop wash, that prop blur that you would want to get in these prop airplanes. This is Winair, local Caribbean airline. When I'm going back there, whenever that is, it's going to be really soon. Definitely going to fly Winair and go island hopping over there. Anyways, this is basically kind of the history between photography and flying, and the video that I'm about to show you is really the first time that, as a pick, I also went out and flew on a photo flight. Massimo, one of the instructors and a great pilot from a flight school where we have our plane, flew in the right seat, and it's because because of him, because of the turns and because of the positioning of the airplane that he was able to do is what made some of these shots possible. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video, and blue skies.
Concord ground, Skyhawk 42, Romeo Lima, holding short 10 left, request right, crosswind departure.
System 42, Romeo Lima, Concord Tower, right crosswind departure, approved, runway 19 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 19 left, right crosswind departure, approved. 2, Romeo Lima. Okay, here we go. Clear left. And we have a slight right crosswind. We're going to start shimming once we pick up some speed, huh?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, I'm going to line it up. And full power.
703 Tango Alpha, runway 19 right cleared. Touch and go, traffic departing the parallels of Cessna with a right crosswind departure.
Oh, look at that chopper there. Wow, that's cool. Did you see that?
Oh, what? Ah, yeah.
Oh, it's a rescue. Climb out 79. Right letter.
Hold short 19 right for landing traffic, 6 minutes up.
I'm going to keep to the right of those hills until we get clear.
Aircraft reaching Alpha will be a full stop.
Orbital approach, Skyhawk 42, Romeo Lima, Richmond 2400, request.
42 Romeo Lima, go ahead.
We're 2400 Richmond coming in for Bay Tour. Like flight following, please.
Oakland Challenger 4, David Charlie, 10-8, sending via the Windsor 2.
November 42 Romeo Lima, squawk 0324 and ident.
0324 ident, to Romeo Lima.
November 42 Romeo Lima's radar contact 11 miles northeast of Sausalito. Your Bay Tour's approved. Remain west of the Bay Bridge and outside of Bravo.
West of the Bay Bridge, outside of Bravo, 42 Romeo Lima, thank you.
And Surfer 451, actually for traffic, fly heading of 060, and I'll have direct ALTAM when we're done.
NorCal, good morning Alaska, 334, we're at 8,600 via the Windsor, we have information CR.
NorCal, Skyler 5328, 1300, 4000.
That was 5328, NorCal departure, radar contact. other observed traffic in the vicinity. Radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
There's VFR, we're looking for the traffic, 45 Romeo, we'll see you again.
At 344, descend now to maintain 5,000 for traffic.
Stop 334, descend now 5,000.
Skywest 5328, expedite 37,000 for traffic, maintain flight level 190.
Alright, we'll expedite 27 and we'll go up to 190, Skywest 220.
Six Air 459, 1146, north how departure, radar contact. Skywest 422 Romeo, fly heading 040 for sequence, maintain flight level 190.
Heading 040, climbing flight level 190, Skywest 422.
Skywest 5328, fly heading 060 for traffic.
Heading 060, Skywest 228.
American 2441, 60 direct to Raw.
Direct to American 2441.
November 674, November Mike, North Hallis Road, depart Oakland heading 300.
Oakland heading 300.
Skywest 5328 in Q, turn left heading 020, Orca will be next.
Heading 020, Skywest 5320.
United 1146, turn left heading 360, vector for traffic, maintain flight level 190.
There we go.
Left heading 360, maintain flight level 190, United 1146.
Perfect.
Skywest 422 Romeo, VFR traffic. United 1848, turn left heading 350, vector for your climb, maintain flight level 190.
Left 350, climb maintain flight level 190.
A little bit further out. Yep, that's it. Yep.
Southwest 817 for traffic, fly heading 110, descend to maintain 5,000.
110 down to 5,000 down, Southwest 817.
Embarcadero looks nice.
United 1146, proceed.
Right to 050, United 1848.
Now that I've been in Skywest 5094, 1.1 times southbound.
Skywest 5094, north of departure, radar contact. United 1848, proceed direct to Raw.
Direct to Raw, United 1848.
Alright, stay garage.
Coming out of 5,500 Southwest Boeing.
West Concord, Willis,
Southwest 2703, turn right heading 060, direct to Raw when you're able.
060, direct to Raw, Southwest 2703.
2703, as you turn eastbound, traffic will be 2 to 3 o'clock, 5 mile northbound, 5.
Carter Tower, 2 Romeo Lima on the 45, 19 right.
Cessna 2 Romeo Lima, runway 19 right, cleared to land.
19 right, clear to land, 2 Romeo Lima.
A little bit too far. Full flash.
Concord Tower, Echo 21 Juliet Whiskey, holding short, 19 left.
Now remember the shimmy.